The Beachie Creek Fire left a huge mark on Oregon State Forest land, and here in the Santiam State Forest, about 16,000 acres were heavily impacted, millions of trees burned. But now there are big efforts underway to restore the landscape and replant trees.
Each person plants about 900 trees a day, so they can plant 10,000 to 12,000 trees a day.
This crew of 12 cover a lot of ground, planting 120 trees an hour, or about 2 trees a minute.
Each person plants about 2.5 acres every day. So it's a very big project in comparison to past.
John Walter with the Oregon Department of Forestry says the agency has contracted with 3 12-person crews who plant trees in heavily burned areas of the Santiam State Forest December through March.
We did some planting after the fires last year. This year, we're going to be planting 1 million trees on the state forests.
Walter says in addition to people on the ground planting and spacing trees, ODF has also scattered seeds from the air, trying to replenish the trees lost in the Beachie Creek Fire.
If we didn't replant, this area might not have any trees for 10 years before seed landed here from the trees that were left. Jason Cox with the Department of Forestry says it may take 40 to 80 years for the burned forest to reach a state similar to what it was before the fire. Despite the timeline, he says efforts to replant trees are important for a number of reasons.
One is providing a place for Oregonians to get out and enjoy nature, and another is generating revenue predominantly through the sale of timber to both fund the state forest program and to provide revenue to local communities, school districts, that sort of thing.
In a typical year, the agency plants about 200,000 trees. But over the course of several years, Walter says for this project, ODF will plant way more than that.
In the grand scheme of things, we're probably going to end up planting about 4 million trees total in the burn area.
Half of that is coming from a roughly $1 million grant from the nonprofit American Forests. It's a big help. While most of the Santiam State Forest is back open, ODF representatives say the scope of the damage in the burned areas is so great, it's hard to budget for, especially considering all the money needed to restore other things like recreation sites, roads, and ensuring public safety on forest land. Oregon Department of Forestry officials say they expect to be done replanting in burned areas by spring of 2024. In the Santiam State Forest, Christine Pitawanich, KGW News.